Hi everybody, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you for joining us as we track this big low out in the Tasman Sea. A large high that's coming in as well, and then that's all followed behind by a windy westerly change, which is going to be dominating for a big chunk of August by the looks of it. So let's have a look at the animated map. The areas in white that you can see to the south and to the northeast, that's higher pressure, and obviously that is the low pressure. So it's quite a large low pressure system. Looks pretty decent at the moment, but with these big highs all around it, some of the energy that helps feed it is being cut off. And so basically it's going to have to cannibalize itself. It will use up the energy that it's got around it, and that will weaken it over the next 24 hours. And so by Thursday, you can see the center of the low has stretched right out, and also it's filling in. The central air pressure is rising a wee bit as it tracks around the north. There's a little bit of rain in there. There could be a few heavy falls overnight Wednesday and into Thursday, but they are isolated. Most of the heavy rain is out at sea, and there's strong winds as well. In the South Island, it's not so bad. In fact, mostly settled under high pressure, and with the winds drifting in from the northeast mostly, I don't think frost will be too much of an issue. But the winds might be a little bit brisk in some areas. A few people have been asking me, like my hometown of Te Aroha in the eastern Waikato, how bad will the winds be there? On the wind map, that's Waikato there, and the bulk of the wind out at sea and mostly to the north around Auckland, Whangarei. It'll be blustery. There might even be the odd power cut, but we're not really seeing anything too major at this point. Okay, as we move on now to Friday, high pressure's in charge. It is spreading all the way to the north of the country now, settling things down in most areas. Maybe a couple of lingering showers around the eastern side of the North Island now. The western side, you're still sunny. And you're still mostly sunny on Saturday as well over here on the west, but you will notice the rain clouds building and then the clouds thickening further north as the day goes on. Eastern areas, you're sunny and mild. The nor'westers are really going to kick in, and they're coming from not only the subtropics for some of you, but they're coming from Central Australia for others. So it shouldn't be too cold on Saturday in the South Island. Might be a bit colder though around central and eastern parts of the North Island. And then we end on Sunday where that rain continues to slide further into the North Island. Big, strong northwesterlies. They could be up to gale force in exposed areas. And it's mild really for this time of the year. In fact, this is traditionally the coldest time of the year right now. So if August is going to kick off with a lot of westerlies and northwesterlies, you know, it's too early to say if we've gone past the coldest point, but you know, the more westerlies we see in August, the more likely it is that the coldest weather was behind us. But that does not rule out the risk of snowstorms. In fact, some of our worst have been in mid to late August and across September and even October. However, the generally cold weather, yeah, well, we might be seeing some warming up around the edges. And I'm even hearing from someone in Southland yesterday who told me that spring is in the air, and that's coming from Southland. So we might have to do a poll about this maybe. We'll put one up at Weather Watch. That is all from me. We'll catch you again tomorrow with the latest.